whole world. There's the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grow.
Ready, partner? I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Ready, partner?
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Ready, partner?
Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Ready, partner? activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it!
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
Ready, partner?
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Have you been to the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop's booth yet? They're selling blueprints for a machine. With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blue...
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't fight!
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new clothes.
Oh! Hi, Yehoda! Hi, Traveler!
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful when talking to any strangers. Okay? A lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of. So if anything happens, don't try to deal with it yourselves. Call for me right away. You got that?
Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these kids.
Well, it's kinda my job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target. It's her! The boss of the Spina di Rosula!
Huh?
Uh-oh, things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about, Yehuda?
Shh! Don't you see him over there? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the two of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you? What am I gonna do?
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelist of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the traveler has arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the Traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends? How is that even possible? Uh-oh. It's Lord Songima Bay! Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehuda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single Mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just... Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songema Bay, for me, please. special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain.
Works for me, I guess.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefat. Whatever you prefer.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay,
Ah, you must be the expo man.
nope, just checking in. You're just selling.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay,
You seem confused. In the right... I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their...
cool. Well,
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Box of Marvels should the
Wait, that's a familiar face.
Why, if it isn't the Traveler.
let's get the official business over with first.
Well, yeah. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in
Code?
Yeah, sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept up.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times,
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah, but
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
fair enough.
Welcome to the Treasure Hoarder.
The treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Teyvat. The stuff they dig up is perfect for a place like this.
But can one person really represent their entire organization?
No way. Treasure Hoarder is just a catch-all title. Their internal structure is crazy complicated. The thing is, the members who'd apply to set up the exhibits used to give themselves ever more highfalutin titles. You know, to boost Spire confidence. Over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo can only have one Treasure Hoarder booth. The different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the right to take part.
To be honest, I see myself as a member. Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known far and wide for its heroic deeds.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for a few years now. Although, this guy's a new face. Be cleansed. This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous.
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about how he wants them stored. I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to meet these requirements.
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. Tumaini?
Yep, that's Tumaini, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care. Tumaini?
Yep.
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Whatever Tumaini means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers.
we don't forbid any samples you offer are...
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
You're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
Watch out, Yoda!
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step... Hey! You
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, see...
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too! I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so...
Exactly!
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine!
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am, or...?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Huh. That was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job. Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the Wild Hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few more stories about it?
Of course.
So what's the situation?
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey, you! I'm a member of the Fruity Order, you hear?
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meripede. The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. I've been searching for so long, but I was never able to find an actual member. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row, so we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out, so imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched the expo rights again.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait. Does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The Fruity Order's as good as they say! Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over, meet me at the harbor in Nasha Town.
I see. Alright, I'll be there.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, a word of advice for the guild. This guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration on. So look after those kids.
Huh. So this guy...
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh hey, Traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes, and on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Leben? Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs down.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, that's true. You're not gonna
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you're fun.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you...
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing... No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have now are a result of the tug-of-war between them all. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery vintage here because I'm confident that it poses no threat to our collaboration.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt. You... I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Imitations like these are no threat to our business.
Oh, just you watch. One day, my wine will leave the Dawn Winery in the dust!
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching that alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you. I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea?
Hey there! It sounds...
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share.
The Adeptus arts are most miraculous, but unless one first cultivates the mind before cultivating these arts, all their feats will be like the moon's reflection on water, shattering at the slightest touch. Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers. The Adeptus arts are most miraculous, but unless one first cultivates the mind before cultivating these arts, all their feats will be like the moon's reflection on water, shattering at the slightest touch. Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers. The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth beneath. The moon was never meant to be a foreign realm. Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers. The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth beneath. The moon was never meant to be a foreign realm.
See, Lolly,
I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself will be more trouble than it's worth.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley, have mercy!
Chaska! Say Lolly!
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out...
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for sale. Wait a second. This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar. And its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me, how much did they pay you to ship these out of Natlan?
About 800,000 more apiece.
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natlan don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a Wyob fragment. I didn't want to correct them, cause that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, thank you, Granny Eatsley.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
Oh.
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexencircle are within your reach. Kinda like a Seelie guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they claim their prize. Such fun, wouldn't you say?
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexencircle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara specialties just to break even.
Wait, you're actually losing money, Dory?
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a head for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep, Dory.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing, Miss Alice. it's almost time for the expo to end.
Finally got time to relax, huh, Yehuda?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now. Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here.
Yehuda! You just jinxed it!
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope, no sign of him either. Wait, so it wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehuda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that?
He wanted to use the mora we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out for us. So he headed out alone.
Gods, this kid... Wait, did he have your certification from the guild with him?
Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry. Oh, this isn't your fault.
Should we rescue Ati first? But Nodcry's huge. Where would we even start? We could go for the goods first, but we're dealing with a group. If they split up, it'll be impossible to nab them. Oh, come on, Yehuda, come on! You promised Boss Nephew to uphold the guild's reputation, and you promised the kids you'd protect them. This is all falling apart.
Looks like you're down to your last option, Dumpster Diver.
Oh, right! The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch!
Clank Clank Crisis Control Switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Whoa! Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you wanted, you could turn this whole place upside down. But it won't last long, so think about what you want to do first. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back first.
All units, advance to rescue Ati!
Miss Yehuda!
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
Ati! You're all right!
Sorry. I made you all worry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you. You just wanted to repay everyone's kindness.
They stole my expo certificate. Did that cause trouble for anyone?
Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
See? Told ya! With the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch, there's no problem in Notcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No way I'm letting them get in trouble with the guild.
Thanks, boss.
I know who's a great person to have on your side, huh?
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me. I can keep up. I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.